All right, welcome to today's Explainer. Today, we're unpacking the biology behind a habit so incredibly simple, it honestly feels like a secret hiding in plain sight. We're going to strip away all those complex health hacks and just look at the raw, transformative science of what actually happens to your body when you commit to a brisk 30-minute walk every single day. Let's get started. Okay, let's dive into this. What if one single habit could actually transform everything? I mean, it sounds kind of like a massive exaggeration, right? But the research points to exactly that. We're talking about a true catalyst here, something that strengthens the heart, aids weight loss, controls blood sugar, and sharpens your mind, all at the exact same time. We so often think that getting a multitude of health benefits requires, a multitude of complex interventions, but the human body actually responds magnificently to this one foundational rhythm. We usually associate getting healthy with expensive gym memberships, complicated biohacking fads, or maybe a cabinet totally full of pricey supplements. But just compare all of that to 30 minutes of walking. It is an elegant, zero-cost solution. You absolutely do not need premium gear for this. Just a pair of shoes, a little bit of space, and maybe something good to listen to. It's really the ultimate equalizer in personal health. I actually want to pause on this number for a second. 30. In a 24-hour day, it's just a tiny fraction, right? It's half of a TV episode, or, let's be honest, just a small fraction of our daily doom scrolling. Yet, the data reveals that this is the exact threshold where the biological magic actually starts to happen. You don't need to dedicate hours upon hours to see real, tangible results. So, let's look at exactly how this works, starting right at the core, your heart and your metabolism. We're talking pumping better and burning calories. When you're out there walking at a brisk pace, your heart is literally learning to pump blood much more efficiently. It's essentially strength training, but for your cardiovascular system. This enhanced efficiency helps control your blood pressure, which drastically reduces your risk of heart disease. And metabolically, it shifts your body into a state that actively burns calories, making it a perfect low-impact engine for weight management, especially, of course, when you pair it with a balanced diet. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is where we see some absolute metabolic magic: insulin efficiency. When your muscles are working during a walk, they obviously need energy. To get it, your body becomes incredibly efficient at using insulin. Think of insulin as the literal key that unlocks your cells to let the blood sugar in. By walking, you are actively helping your body manage its fuel supply so much more smoothly. But hey, the benefits don't stop below the neck. Let's look at the incredible ripple effect this has on your mind, your bones, and your immunity for a total body transformation. Research actually shows that walking acts as a literal pressure release valve for your brain. By simply moving, you trigger this awesome release of endorphins that elevate your overall mood and reduce mental stress. It actually sharpens your cognitive function and memory, too. And if you're someone who struggles with sleep, a daily walk naturally recalibrates your body's circadian rhythm. It sets the perfect stage for much deeper, truly restorative rest at night. Structurally speaking, walking is a weight-bearing exercise. Every single time your foot strikes the ground, it signals your bones and muscles to fortify themselves. You're actively increasing your bone density and muscular engagement. And this isn't just about how you feel today. This is about significantly reducing the risk of falls and losing your balance as we age. You are literally building a more resilient foundation for your future self. There's also a fantastic benefit that honestly flies right under the radar: your immune system. Engaging in daily light to moderate physical activity helps your body's natural defense mechanisms circulate way more efficiently. You are basically keeping your internal shields up and running at optimal capacity to fend off those common everyday bugs. So, the crucial point is, how do we implement this safely? If you're feeling super motivated right now, you might be tempted to go walk for a full hour today. But let's pace ourselves. If you're totally new to this, just start small, maybe 10 to 15 minutes. Gradually increase your time as your body adapts, patiently building up to that 30-minute daily goal. That steady, gradual progression is exactly how you build a habit that actually sticks without burning yourself out. Now, just a quick important safety note from our sources before we wrap up. If you have pre-existing medical conditions, things like severe heart disease, breathing difficulties, or serious joint issues, always consult your doctor before starting a new routine. It's all about moving forward smartly, in a way that's tailored to what your specific body needs right now. Which brings us to the ultimate takeaway of this explainer. Health is built by small, consistent habits, not big changes. I really want that to sink in for a second. We don't need these dramatic, exhausting overhauls to our lives. The science is incredibly clear here. By committing to just 30 minutes of walking a day, you are literally stepping your way to a stronger heart, a sharper mind, and a far more resilient body. So, that leaves us with one final, pretty important question. You've seen the data, you understand the biology, you know it takes just 30 minutes and costs absolutely nothing. So, will you take your first steps today? The path to a transformed body is literally waiting right outside your front door. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. Stay curious, stay active, and go lace up those shoes.